spent the morning yesterday deadheading plants and trimming back plants, especially the black-eyed Susans that have faded a lot. It was looking almost like a jungle back there, so cleaning up a little bit is making everything look better. I don't have all the blooms I had a few weeks ago, but it still looks beautiful. The weather is crisp and clear. It's getting better. Although it's really hot during the day, the mornings are really, really nice. I think we're going to have an early fall. My caladiums are beginning to fade, so I'm going to have to dig those bulbs up before they disappear. And if they do, I'll lose them because they have to be overwintered. I'll always dig up my caladium bulbs every year, and I never have to buy them. My vegetable beds are pretty much empty. I've pulled up all of the tomatoes and other plants, getting ready for planting a fall veggies, herbs, and other plants. I'll probably sow some snapdragon seeds and sweet William because they will grow and survive the winter and be beautiful in the spring. I have some other projects that I want to do, especially down in the area where we cut down the river birch earlier this year. With all the sun there, it is so overgrown now. I need to thin out. We planted some other trees, but they're so small you can't really see them yet. I want this area to be more shaded. But that's where we are. It is going to be a scorcher today, I hear, so I'm going to go down and do a few chores while I can before it gets too hot. Bye-bye. The grass is fading. It's not as green, so pretty soon, maybe mid-September, I will overseed the Bermuda with some perennial ryegrass. Last year it turned out beautiful, so I want to do that again. I love having green grass during the spring. This area is so overgrown, I am going to thin it out big time. Coming up this fall, I will start removing a lot of those ferns to our woods and just make a clearer path through there. There is a pathway back behind all the wilderness, so it's easy for me to walk through there, but I want it to appear from a distance that there is a way to get through there and not just a jungle. I want it to be more inviting, and I don't want people to think if they walk through there a snake or animal might walk out and accost them. Ha ha ha. A few weeks ago, we relocated our composters from our main garden to behind the fence. We only had this one green Johanna composter, but we added a second composter, this rotary one, and it works great. It's easy to turn. I love it. It's already made a load of compost, and we've only had it for about maybe 6 weeks. So I love making my own compost here at home and not have to buy it. The green Johanna composter lasted well. It's still going, but I like the new one better. This is our kitchen compost bin. This is where we put our kitchen waste, mostly vegetable and fruit peelings and old vegetables and coffee grounds. And when this bin is full, I will take it out to my compost bins outside. This compost bin has 2 chambers. This side has compost in it that hadn't cooked yet. And on this side, I have some compost that's almost ready to take out and use in the garden. This is my compost pile at the edge of our woods. It's mostly leaves and grass mixed together. And every now and then my husband will come with his tiller and till it up to mix it. I use it mostly to fill in raised beds, or just use it for a filler where I will top dress some beds with it and over the winter and let it, marinate over the winter and enrich my soil. My moss garden under this hedge of hollies is doing well. The moss is still there and it seems to be spreading, although I am having problems with weeds in it, so I'm weeding by hand because I don't want to disturb the moss too much. If anybody can suggest how to get rid of weeds and moss without killing the moss, please let me know, that I will be doing some research. This little dwarf Japanese maple had a rough time this year. It's usually beautiful, but we had a late frost that killed a lot of the leaves and some of the tender branches. So yesterday I pruned it back pretty good till I got all the dead wood off. There are a few leaves and the branches are still green, so I know it's alive. Hopefully it will do better next year. I will be sure to cover it if we have a late frost next year, because it generally doesn't do well with late frost. Cut back black-eyed Susans also here in the front yard. I'm trying to spruce up and get ready to decorate for fall. I'm on the inside of my house looking out. This is what I do first thing in the morning. I have a brainstorm. There's an area under this big camellia to the right with lots of shade, and it's bare. I will relocate some hostas underneath there. So this is the area that I'm going to make a little hosta bed that's adjacent to our deck. Gets lots of shade here, and I don't have many shady areas, so I'm looking forward to having more shade lovers.